saw me drinking the intro is my morning green shake, which is just a greens powder I get from Walmart, 10 grams of glutamine, which is good for gut health, gut lining, and all that kind of stuff. Lemon juice for stomach acidity. Same thing for the apple cider vinegar, 20 milliliters of this. And then 2 grams of iodized salt for replenishing electrolytes, hydration, and all that kind of stuff. And all that kind of stuff will also help you use the restroom after you take it, because you want to keep your bowels moving. You don't want to be the kind of person that shits every like 2 or 3 days. It's good to have good, healthy bowel function so your gut's functioning correctly. So I have that every morning. I haven't missed that in like 2 years. It's just, if you don't get a greens powder that has a little bit of flavor, it's gonna be terrible. Like for the first like 6 months I worked with my coach, I had this unflavored greens powder, and drinking that was like drinking like literal liquid shit. It was so bad. But then you can find some that are like chocolate flavored or like berry flavored or whatever, and it tastes pretty good. It tastes like a little like a, I don't know, like a green shake you get like in a pre-made bottle or whatever. But just pretty much it's a gut health drink, bowel movement drink, shit drink. Some people call it a poop drink. It really doesn't matter. But take that every morning. You can either take it in the morning, like in the morning on a fasted stomach is what I'd recommend. But you can also take it at night, cause issues with sleeping because your stomach's like still rumbling and doing all kinds of stuff while you're trying to like sleep and your body's trying to calm down. So for some people, it's better to take it fasted in the morning. That's how I like it to take it. It can sometimes mess with my training a little bit because I have to train like in the morning pretty early. So I have to take my green shake and then eat my pre-workout meal and then go train. Sometimes it can cause some stomach issues while I'm training, but that's just a schedule I have to run with it, and that's just kind of what I have to work with. It's, not everything's going to be the most optimal, but green shake, get that in your routine if you don't have it already. And then after that, we get into meal 1, which will be quite a boring meal, but we'll get into it. Like I said, meal 1's pretty boring. I got 2 eggs and 250 grams of egg whites, and that's it. Last week, I'd kept my diet with the same amounts of the same food for like 2 months, and I progressed. I kept checking down. Me and my coach were like, well, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So we kept it the same. And then last week I had a little bit of a weight stall, so he cut the carbs out from this meal. So now I just have carbs at like 2 meals during the day, or 3 meals during the day. But then this meal, he cut the rice out, cut the blueberries out. So we're just eggs and egg whites for this one. So pretty light, pretty easy. Gonna destroy because I'm starving. I think I see a lot of guys mess up on with their diets or their food or whatever, is they never season anything. They think that, oh, I gotta be badass, no seasoning. Bro, if you would utilize some garlic powder, some onion powder. For my chicken, I use like a salt-free thing from Dash, some salt and pepper. If you would just utilize some seasonings, find some good 0-calorie sauces, your food would be so much better, and people just don't do it. People just don't know how to like make. They think they have to make chicken and rice and then just nothing else, when you can make it a little bit better so you don't hate what you eat. So I was like lathering on the onion and garlic powder with my eggs and egg whites. I used to use some kind of like salsa, like salsa verde, but I don't have any more of that. You don't need like any kind of sauce whenever you have the rice and the blueberries. That adds some good flavor. But whenever you're just rocking with the eggs and egg whites, you may need a little something to get you through it. But I just like some seasonings, make her look pretty, and boom. That's it. What up? That's it. Meal 1, 250 grams of egg whites and 2 eggs. And we've also got my morning supplements, which is just ashwagandha, and it's an ashwagandha, L-theanine, and something else blend, kind of just to keep me calm. Tip with ashwagandha works like creatine, so you have to load creatine for a while or take it for a while to really see the benefits of it. And that's the same thing with ashwagandha. You can't take ashwagandha. It may be placebo to some people, but you can't take it for 2 days and then be like, oh, dude, my cortisol is so much lower, my stress is so much lower. It works like creatine. So you gotta take it for a while for it to work. But I've been taking it. I took it for a while, and I saw the benefits of it. Then I just quit taking it because I ran out of it. And then I kind of saw like my stress levels kind of go back up, and my sleep got a little worse. So I was like, I need to get back on it. So I got back on it. So ashwagandha, multivitamin, some digestive enzymes, make sure I'm getting all this protein digested and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so meal one, this 250 grams of egg whites, 2 eggs. I've been dealing with customer service all morning, so this meal is a little bit later than normal. Usually I eat around like 6 or like 7. But yeah, meal one, 250 grams of egg whites, 2 eggs. Pretty boring. What I do with every meal is I watch a YouTube video. It'll be like a podcast. I actually just got recently back into watching Nick Merckx. Y'all are gonna make fun of me for that, but he's the one like streamer that I watched when I was like a fat kid. And I started watching him again, and his stuff's funny. So I'll watch him, or like a bodybuilding podcast or just something like that. So this morning I'll be watching Nile Nega and Justin Shire's podcast. Y'all should go watch that. It's called the Transparent Podcast. It's Nile's like main podcast, and he'll have on like guests, and it's a really good podcast.
Should never need a deload, and they should never need time off from the gym because they manage things so well in their training. And it's like, dude, that's just not how the biggest bodybuilders in the world have built the most muscle. You know, it's just...
Right. Not for the fun part. It's like my morning routine on my days off is the White Monster is like the coffee for the old man now. But I always hit my meal one, get my subs in, get me a Monster. And then usually on my days off, once I get my meal one wrapped up, I come out here, hang out with this dude. And I don't know where the other one's at. Usually he's in a tree or something. But I'll come out here on the porch, just get a little bit of sunlight. I'll read my book. I write down my goals like I have for my business or my social media or myself every morning. And then I'll just get some, I got no idea what that was. Just come out here. I think getting sunlight in the morning. If you don't do cardio and you get up like around daylight, I think the first thing that you should do is get up, get some sun in your eyes, get some fresh air. You know, even if you don't like live in the woods like I do, just fresh air and sunlight in general is really good in the mornings for circadian rhythm and all that kind of stuff. But just I get out here, I do a little bit of chilling, a little bit of reading, a little bit of stuff like that. Now this morning, actually, instead of working on a computer and stuff like I would usually do, I bought my mom a phone a few days ago. I got her a new one of the new Galaxies that I think she'll like. So I got all the data transferred. I just don't have the service transferred. I don't know. So now I gotta go get a new SIM card and stuff like that. So I take out with me and show y'all a little bit of behind the scenes and stuff like that. All right, hopefully this camera doesn't fall, but I'm grabbing a buggy simply just to carry my camera. But basically my days off typically are simply just business working days. So I'll be working on like my computer, working on like social media and stuff like that. How to get new clients, stuff like that, client work. And then usually I take some time just to kind of chill at the house. But yeah, so pretty basic days off. Not too much to do here, but now we're getting to the back where the SIM cards are at, and I got no clue what I'm looking for. You know, working at Walmart is pretty jank, but you do get a discount card for 10% off of like 1% of the store. But besides that, I don't know, man. Like I said in the last video, you need to find a job that you really do enjoy. You do get a lot of steps. I should show y'all my watch. I got 35,000 steps yesterday. So that is the one benefit of working here, is that you'll never have to worry about a step count again. Because if you're moving a lot, if you like have like an active job at Walmart, you'll never have to worry about fucking a step goal again because you're moving all day. So okay, go ahead and get this buggy put up. Now we're back at the crib, but I didn't get my mom's phone working because the service at the college for some reason doesn't work. So I'm not gonna video the phone setting up thing. So the next thing I'll see will be meal 2, which will be the pre-workout meal, which I'm so ready for because I am still hungry after that meal earlier. But meal 2 will be the same meal y'all seen. for a while, the pre-workout meal, but y'all see that in a little bit. So. Finally got the phone working, so now it's time for our pre-workout meal, which is the same meal that y'all have seen in the past, just smaller quantities, like I keep saying, but it's gonna be 80 grams cream of rice, 2 scoops of isolate protein, and 80 grams of banana. Completely cut out the almond butter, and that's an approach y'all will see. Like, my whole diet is a very low-fat diet. Like, really the only fat I'm getting the whole day is from those eggs. All the other fat sources aren't like really like complete fat sources, like eggs, avocado, almond butter, something like that. So that's the only fats I have. And so I burn through this meal. That's the thing with cream of rice, is if you don't have a fat source, if you have a good metabolism, you're gonna burn through it. So if you're looking for that food to stick for a little bit longer and you don't want to digest it so quickly, throw in some kind of fats like peanut butter, almonds, peanuts, something like that to slow down the digestion. But I'm gonna get into this because I'm fucking starving. So I'll see you in a little bit. All that cooks up, I'll get my intra-workout made, which is like the same as y'all saw last time, but it's 20 grams EAAs, 30 grams of carbs, like a Gatorade powder, 10 grams of creatine, and 2 grams of pink salt. And I'm telling y'all, you've got to get a whisk if you are making your cream of rice. It will change your life. Alrighty. And we are in for meal 2, which I just stated. 80 grams cream of rice, 80 grams of banana, 2 scoops of isolate, and that is it. Make sure I get a good look at that. Boom. And then I'm gonna head to the gym for quad day, leg day, and I'm also gonna record that. And like I said earlier, that will be the video y'all see after this. But yeah, just getting this down. Not too much to talk about, not too much to go over, just getting the meals in, training, getting some stuff done, and that's it. So I will see you guys after the workout for meal 3, which will be the post-workout meal. Now, for the most important part of the day, my chilling time. I always take the time period from my pre-workout meal to when I leave for the gym as like I come out here and sit in the sun. I don't do a damn thing, and it feels nice. Also, getting some sun is always good for numerous things. So, gonna chill here, head to the gym, and then I'll see y'all back for meal 3. Home for the post-workout meal, which is 200 grams of rice, 100 grams of blueberries, and 220 grams of chicken. I'm so excited to get this meal in. I'm actually so pumped. But usually on my days off, I use the afternoon. I have a few clients in the afternoon, but I use the afternoon as like a good business working block. So I'll get on my computer and work on a few things. Actually, today I'm going to be researching some like ETFs to invest some money into that I recently got. But meal 3, post-workout meal. I've also got some supplements here, some digestive enzymes and some berberine. Berberine is a glucose disposal agent, so it's kind of just utilizing the carbs from this meal in the most efficient way possible in my body. Digestive enzymes will help me break down the food a little bit better, and that's that. So I'm not going to yip you up too much here. I'm getting right into the meal, and then y'all will be back for meal 4. So see y'all in a little bit. Yo, I guess it wouldn't be a true day in the life, full day of eating, if I didn't show you what I was doing in this day of my life. So right now, a couple weeks ago, or like a week ago, I went and not donated, but recycled some copper. And if you don't know, if you recycle like good piece of copper, it can bring some good money. And did I just take that money and go buy a bunch of bullshit? No. I'm gonna, right now, me and my financial advisor are talking, and I'm gonna figure out some like ETFs to invest that money into so I could have more money. And that's something that maybe some of you young guys or young girls can take from this, is like, when you make money, don't just go can spend it. Don't let it just sit in a checking account. Don't let it sit in a savings account that doesn't bring a lot of annual like APY. Like get that money, and what you can literally do, and what I think everyone should take advantage of, which is kind of scary, kind of iffy, but literally just do what I do. I have ChatGPT open, and I'm researching ETFs on what would be the best one to invest into. You don't have to pick the perfect one. You can just look at a few different ones, and I would pick the one that you feel comfortable investing into. I also think it's smart to get a financial advisor, just like I made a reference in the past video or the next video, whatever, about, like, not everyone, you shouldn't want to wear the cap for everything you do in life. So having a financial advisor just to kind of guide you in the right direction is smart in my opinion. But whenever you make money as a youngin, as anyone, don't just let the money sit in a checking account. Don't just go spend it. Utilize it to make you more money. So when you get to a point in life that you would like to go do something, or you get older in life, you have that money that you made when you were younger, and it made you more money by investing it and putting it into the right things. And you don't have to be like a Warren Buffett. If you just put your money in some good things while you're young and let that whole compound, you will make bank. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm trying to figure out a couple ETFs that an ETF is like a fund that's broken up by multiple companies. So like this one I'm looking at right now that she recommended to me is called the SPY, which kind of emulates the S&P 500, or it's based off the S&P 500. So it's breaking up into a lot of stocks, and I'm probably going to invest a good amount of money into that, and then a good amount of money into an ETF that is more AI related, because I am a huge proponent of AI stuff. As scary as it may seem, that's just where the world's going, whether we like it or not. So I think investing, this could be some advice you take from me. I think investing in something that's AI heavy is probably a good idea, because I don't really see it going anywhere. So looking to find 2 ETFs that I can invest into. But just wanted to give you a little bit of behind the scenes on what I do with my time on this full day in the life of Maddox. But besides that, just did some client work. I got my meal in, and another fun part of my days off is I do like to watch TV while I do all this. And hold up, can it go that far? Ah, shit. But just watching a little Impractical Jokers. Can y'all hear it? Hold on.
Unfortunately, hyperzervidone got rejected by the FDA after 86 rounds of testing and never went to market. So that's why you haven't heard of it. Hyperzervidone shut.
Nowhere to go. But anyways, that's what I do on my days off. Computer work, business work, investment work, watch some TV, or I'll watch some cooking shows, and then later in the evening I'll go train some clients. But there's a little bit behind the scenes. I'm going to keep doing some research, and I guess the next thing I'll see y'all at is meal 4. So see y'all there. Alrighty, and we are back for meal 4, which is 100 grams of rice, 100 grams of banana, 100 grams of zucchini, and 220 grams of chicken. This is probably my favorite meal, and I know that like mixing the banana with the mustard and the chicken and whatever may seem crazy, but it adds like a really good texture, or texture to the meal. And it's really good. And the zucchini, it adds like I don't know what the word is, but it adds a good like feeling in the mouth to the meal, so it's really good. But this will be meal 4. I'm just been getting some stuff done on my computer. Gonna wrap this meal up, and then I'm going to head back to town to get my second round of cardio in, which I like doing on the stairs, just because the treadmill, like the more in shape you get, the harder it will be to like hit a target heart rate. So like, for example, I try and get my heart rate up to 120 to 130 during my cardio. And for me to get that on a treadmill, I have to walk so fast, and it's just a pain in the ass. So doing like a level 6 to 7 on the Stairmaster is so much easier, because not easier, but it's a lot less like movement. Because like on a treadmill, to get that heart rate, I gotta be like, and then on stairs, it may burn a little more, but I can just be like, which is a little better in my opinion. So I'm gonna wrap this up, get this meal smashed, get back to town, and then y'all will see the final meal, which will be meal 5, which is not too fun, but it'll be our final meal. Wrap this video up, and yeah, that'll be that. So I'm gonna get this down, and I'll see y'all at the next one. Alrighty, so anyways, last meal of the day, pretty boring. 220 grams of chicken. Wait, is this on? Yes. 220 grams of chicken and 100 grams of zucchini, which honestly, after training those guys and doing my last round of cardio, I'm actually starving again. So this will go down in an instant. But that's a wrap on the full day of eating, day in the life video. So I enjoyed making this actually, like kind of filming some like behind the scenes stuff and all my meals and shit. So if y'all enjoyed today's video, let me know. I'll make more of these kind of like on my days off. I'll do my full day of eating, which is literally going to be the same exact meals. So y'all probably don't want to see this ever again. But if you want to see more training videos, let me know more anything. If you want to be more up to date with what I'm doing on like a day-to-day basis, that'll be on my Instagram, my TikTok, and those will be linked in the description, as well as my codes to Apollo Nutrition, which I just got a code with them. So they have some of the best tasting protein and like supplements that I've ever had. Plus they have very good ingredient labels, and just very good like products in general that I actually would want to promote. Like my code with Prozis was cool and all, but like I don't really like the supplements that they have, and I don't know about like the ingredients. In this company, the ingredients are very good, so I want to push that. So with all that being said, I'm gonna wrap this up, do my laundry, get this meal down, and get to bed and do it all again tomorrow. So God bless you guys. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're still here, it means more to me than you can imagine if you're still watching this at this point. You know, from a kid who never thought of videoing himself to making full long form videos is pretty cool. And if you're still here, then it means a lot to me. So I'll see y'all in the next one, and God bless you.